Hi, everyone. I'm Kim Piazza, and welcome to another edition of What's the Buzz in Western New York, highlighting events in our community, interesting people, places, and features. The second largest food festival in the nation is coming to Western New York. We'll have a taste-tempting preview of the Taste of Buffalo. Meet some Western New York musicians who are on the road to making their musical dreams come true. And if you're looking to live more independently, I'll introduce you to Walt Kolt from Kolt Access Lift. You won't believe what they can install in your home. That's all coming up on this edition of What's the Buzz in Western New York, right here on WBBZ-TV. Hi, I'm Kim Piazza. Are your taste buds ready to sample the best of what Western New York has to offer? It's almost time for the Taste of Buffalo, presented by Tops, one of the largest food festivals in the country. Joining us to set the table is Joe Lane, chairman of the event. Hi, Joe.
Hi, Kim. How are you today?
Good. Thank you so much for joining us.
Oh, thank you so much for having us here, or me here. I'm so excited. The event's only 26 days away.
And it's the largest two-day festival in the country?
Yes, it is. We're actually second only to the Taste of Chicago, but that is, I believe, a 7-day event. So we are the biggest two-day event in the entire country.
That's because in Buffalo, we know how to do things right.
We do. We do.
And I understand that this event is sponsored by Tops, and Tops has played quite a role. Tell us about that.
Oh my gosh, Tops has been a part of the Taste of Buffalo for I don't know how long. It's just gone on forever. But they have been our presenting sponsor since 2004. And as our presenting sponsor, they come in and they actually make the taste possible through their sponsorship. And of course, they'll be down there at the event. They have their big tent, and they're serving a variety of items there that will tantalize your taste buds without a doubt. So we're very excited once again to have Tops back.
And the Taste of Buffalo attracts over 450,000 people to the downtown area.
You know, Kim, I want to thank you for inviting your friends and relatives down there, because really that's what helped get us that big. A few of your friends, a few of my friends, we all get down on Delaware Avenue together, have a little fun by the forkful, a taste of this, a taste of that. We tantalize the eyes with the music stage and the culinary stage. We're just so much going on at the Taste. I wouldn't know where to start, except I would check the Taste of Buffalo website and download our event guide.
Well, I think I might start by purchasing tickets, which I believe I can purchase at Tops.
You can actually get our Tops pre-sale food vouchers at Tops for the Taste. They come in $10 increments. You take them to the shorter ticket line at the ticket booths at the event. And the neat thing is when you buy a pre-sale food voucher, you are automatically entered for a chance to win the highly coveted food judges slot.
Ooh.
You get to judge all the food at the Taste.
Oh, that would be awesome.
And pick one of the best items in one of our many categories that we give awards for. If you want to find out more information about that, go to Tops website, and you'll be able to find the rules, because there's, of course, no purchase necessary to apply.
No purchase necessary to apply, and there's no fee to go to the Taste of Buffalo. The tickets come into play as you choose which of the 50 restaurants you'd like to sample.
That's right, and you could just walk right on in, enjoy everything, except for the food or the beverages. For that, you need tickets, and we sell them in $5 sheets down at the Taste. There are items at every booth for as low as $2, a $2 taste-size portion. So you could actually, for $20, visit 10 different restaurants and taste 10 different items. And what a great deal that is, because 10 tastes equals a meal to me, I'll tell you, and it's the way to go. But did I tell you what we're doing special this year?
I'd love to hear it.
This year, the Taste turns 30.
Oh, happy birthday.
Thank you. July 13th and 14th, we are having the biggest birthday party in Buffalo's history, the biggest 30th birthday party right down in Niagara Square. We have a tremendous amount of events going on. You can have your picture taken popping out of a larger-than-life birthday cake. We're giving away Tops Bakery cupcakes while supplies last on Saturday and Sunday. And we're also giving away Charlap's ice cream, and they made a flavor just for our party. It's called Taste the Party. We're also giving away birthday Oreos. Who doesn't want Oreos?
What's a birthday Oreo?
Well, it's an Oreo, and there's birthday stuff in it, and it tastes really good. I had a couple. I needed some milk for it. I was very excited to have those, and I'm sure I'm going to be tasting those along with many other restaurant items. But then on Sunday, we have our big birthday finale at 3:30 right in Niagara Square at the Top's main stage where some of our bands play. And we're going to kick it off with a citywide sing-along. There will be party hats, noisemakers, just a whole ton of things going on. And then we get to go have more cupcakes and more Oreos and more ice cream. We're very excited. We can't wait.
What a birthday party.
It is. It is.
Now, I want to make sure that we talk a little bit about the poster.
Oh, the posters.
You have a poster contest, and it was just such a neat thing you were telling me earlier. So share with us about your poster contest.
Well, the poster contest is really wonderful. It's one of the ways that TOPS partners with us, and they actually oversee the poster contest, but they allow me to help judge the poster contest. And students from local high schools get to submit an idea or some artwork for a poster to us. And next year, if you want to do this, make sure you check our website out, and there will be information on that. So look in September, October, November, so that your entries get in. And then we lay all the posters out on the table, and this year I think we had 125 posters to choose from, narrowed it down to 3. And out of the 3, we came up with our grand prize winner.
Well, let's see. Your grand prize winner is Julia McMahon, and she's in 10th grade.
She is.
What an honor. And her artwork is the poster for the entire event.
Yes, it is.
And you do scholarships for the local high school students as well.
We do. As a matter of fact, thank you for asking about that. We give away $5,000 in scholarships, so that's 5 $1,000 scholarships every year to local students who have an interest in either culinary or hospitality for their secondary education.
Wow, what an event. An event that's run by volunteers, volunteer board, an army of volunteers downtown. I think we need to get down to Taste of Buffalo and party like it's the 30th birthday party and enjoy everything that the Taste of Buffalo, sponsored by TOPS, has to offer.
Come on down, join the party. Taste the party. We'll see you July 13th and 14th on Delaware Avenue, and let's all celebrate Buffalo, the best that Buffalo has to offer in the way of food.
Welcome back to What's the Buzz in Western New York. I'm Kim Piazza, and I'm here today with author Alanna Zabel. Hi, thank you for being here with us, Alanna.
Thank you so much for having me.
We are here to talk about your book, this fabulous new book, As I Am.
Yes.
And Where Spirituality Meets Reality. This is really deep stuff. And this is really deep stuff, though, that you've written in a way to translate into day-to-day lives.
Nice. That's what my objective is really to shed light on a lot of esoteric terms of spirituality and just make them a little bit more realistic and so a person can apply them to their daily life.
One of the terms I see here in your book, it's in the title, it's in the foreword, it's throughout the writing, as I am.
Yes.
It seems like a simple term, but it's really not. But at the same time, it is. Help me with that.
Well, just I am, if you just take off the as for a moment, I am is actually the word om in yoga. We use the word om a lot. It's a Sanskrit word that actually derives from, is the same definition as I am. And you can't distill down any lower than I am, om, however you want to pronounce it, that level of being. So you could say I am pretty, right? I'm adding something on top of I am, and it's no longer a base derivative. So I am is just being. It's just I am here as is, as I am.
And you want people to understand just being.
Yes, because what I have the Dharma Zone is the program, the 21-day program included in my book, and your Dharma is your intrinsic self. Much like a flower knows exactly what it's going to become and when it's going to bloom, we also have a Dharma. We all have a purpose, an innate purpose, and we can get sidetracked. We can, start to think, oh, I'm supposed to be a doctor because so-and-so told me that I should be a doctor. It's a fabulous thing, but it slightly takes away from an organic Dharma. So my book, I just want to allow someone to go back in and reinvestigate and listen to who they are so that they can get back in tune with their Dharma.
And your book talks about discovering Dharma.
Yes.
And this 21 days of discovering I am is about finding that Dharma.
Yes.
And along the way, along the journey, you try to help the reader understand things about themselves like hypnotic existence or acting versus being. Tell me about those.
Yeah. Hypnotic existence, everything in our existence is hypnotic. Everything is registering onto our subconscious mind. And if we're not aware of it, it could stay there. And it could project itself later on, and we're not aware of that. So the more that we can become aware of what we register on our mind gives us more self-empowerment so that we can be who we're supposed to be, and hopefully it's in line with who we know we are.
So that's kind of like why advertising works.
Totally.
The things that we take in, they land, and they stay with us, and we don't necessarily know that they stay with us.
Fashion trends. Do you wear ballet flats with skinny jeans? I don't, because I don't like it. But it's a trend, and people do even though they don't like it.
Right.
Right?
And that's an example of that hypnotic existence.
Exactly.
It's interesting.
Yeah, everything. And it's
interesting.
everything we watch, everything we see, everything we read, we are all programmed.
And then there's acting. I really like this one. Acting versus being.
Right.
Tell me about that.
So again, back to that I am state, just being who you are naturally, that you really don't have to force or induce anything in order to be. And then there's the acting. So I was an actress, and I studied, and I fell in love with it, and I was so good at it because I love being another character. So I studied Meisner technique, which really helped me to become more present, because you really have to be here now. You have to be with your partner. You have to label them. And so I love that because it started to get me into that meditative phase of being present. But I also noticed I started becoming my characters. So I realized that I didn't want to play anyone else anymore. I just wanted to play me.
You've touched on this here in this interview, and I know that it's a theme throughout your book, the law of attraction. Explain the law of attraction.
3 words. Like seeks like. So what you see, what you project, what you are, you will see more of. If you're a positive person, you're going to see the sunnier side of the day. Like seeks like. So in my book, I have what's called mirror theory, which is more of a Jungian-based theory on like dream analysis applied with a bit of law of attraction. So mirror theory, what I see is a projection of my own mind. It was already registered on my mind. I wouldn't see it or register it unless I've had a previous experience from it. So in the process of trying to distill and cleanse and detoxify our mind, we have to go through those things. So an example of mirror theory, I get so frustrated watching, the news and seeing animal abuse. It just irks me. Because from the first time that I saw it happen, I created an attached emotion, and I created what's called in yoga a sankhara in my mind. So now each and every time that I see it, I get more upset, right? So that is, I eventually would need to find a more balanced perspective on that.
It's really interesting stuff, Alanna.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
And if you'd like to know more, ASIAM Where Spirituality Meets Reality. It's a good book.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you for sharing this with us.
Appreciate it.
Welcome back to What's the Buzz in Western New York. We're here with Walt Kolt. Hello, Walt.
Hello.
From Kolt Access Lift, a hometown company.
Yes, it is.
Run by a hometown family.
Yes, it is. We've been here for 14 years now, supporting Western New York, the different agencies and the people in Western New York.
And I see there's a whole list of products that you offer. You've got stair lifts and ceiling lifts and porch lifts and elevators, tubs, ramps, door openers, E-mods. Tell our audience, what's an E-mod?
E-mod is an environmental modification. In other words, we modify the house to be able to suit the needs of the individual using it. It may be simple as a handrail or a modification to a step or an additional ramp, but it allows the person to utilize the house much more effectively.
And when someone is home and they're finding that they're having accessibility issues, you'll come in and you'll help that family.
We'll do a complete free evaluation, and we'll try to find the alternative that's going to work best for the family, not just for their physical needs, but for their budget, because everybody has different needs. And there's a lot of products out there that can really help people without breaking the bank.
And what do you charge for that expert evaluation?
That evaluation is free. We believe in a lifetime service to our customers and our consumers. And one thing you did forget to mention, it is summertime, and we do pool lifts also.
Oh, yes.
And the fact that somebody has a disability does not mean they don't want to join the family in the pool.
That's really neat. You're able to open up the world at home and to stay at home.
To stay at home is the most important thing we do. We work a lot with people that are senior citizens or people that actually, even in my own age group now, who are becoming infirm through diseases like MS, ALS, and a variety of other things that occur as you get on in life. And we allow people to stay in their homes. I mean, people, personalities and lifestyle is part of their home, and the way they live and their families are sharing their times with them. We allow them to stay for a fraction of what it costs to a nursing home. We can modify a house for what it costs to spend 1 or 2 months in a nursing home. And not only that, but we allow the caregivers and the caretakers easier lifestyle. One of the problems with making modifications to a person's home or when we work with them is the caregiver sometimes wears out before the care receiver.
So you're really you're allowing people to continue to live in their homes, in their space, in that area where they've built their history and they've had their family, and it's such a positive, healthy thing as we grow old, as our needs increase.
Yes.
To have access to our history and to not have to leave that behind.
You're correct, and it's the modifications again can be very, very simple as a ramp or a stair glide, or simply getting them in and out of the house. And we do work with other agencies and other companies that provide additional services. For example, if you need help with a vehicle or even some bathroom modifications, we have other people that work with us very closely to make sure we can do something that's both seamless and turnkey, which is very important. We do not work for a company. We're independent. We work for our consumers, and that's the most important because we find the product that's best suited for that consumer. If we don't supply that product, we'll tell you who does. Because our biggest and most important reason is to get that person to use their house to be able to live fully, to live effectively, and enjoy their family and the lifestyle that they deserve to do in this community.
So now you install, you service, and I think most importantly, you maintain these products.
That's extremely important. There's a lot of companies offering products now. Some are online, some are out of state, but we provide local service, and our company's reputation has been built on service. I mean, some of the stuff that's online looks great, but if you have difficulty in Buffalo in February, it's nice to know there's somebody right around the corner that can be there in 5 minutes.
And you can take a call 24 hours a day.
Our system is set up to take service calls 24 hours a day, and we respond to people on a as-needed basis. If somebody has a bona fide emergency, we'll be out there within hours. And if they, and if it's normal maintenance within a very short time period. We believe that service for the disabled is just as important for anybody else in this world, and we put our customers first.
And the people who work for you in your company are licensed, insured, trained.
Yeah.
You're not sending just anyone into someone's home.
No, we actually, I'm sending a lot of family members in too. I have my wife and 2 of my sons actually work with the company. I've had other family members that have worked with us in the past, but everybody that we have has been a long-term employee, somebody that we trust, and somebody that respects people's home as much as they do.
And earlier, we were talking a little bit, you and I were talking a little bit about a lift versus a ramp. I've heard a lot of people say, oh, I need a ramp. How am I going to get this? I don't have space. But I think we have a notion that a ramp maybe is going to be more affordable, but That's not what you were telling me.
It's not always true. First of all, the ramps are very high quality. They're made of aluminum. But some people just can't put a ramp in. I've been in some homes in Buffalo where I've looked at homemade ramps where it looks like a giant crisscross around the lawn because it takes so much room. Some of the lawns in Buffalo are postage stamp size, and a lift may be much more appropriate and less expensive than try to put anything in a ramp.
You and your family are very invested in this community.
My wife and I have lived here, married for 42 years. Our children all live here, and we're very much involved in the community. I serve on a couple of boards of different companies. I've taught at a local college here for quite a few years. So yeah, we're quite invested in returning back to the community here.
Kolt Access and Lift, they're committed to serving our community and helping you with your needs in your home. Thank you, Walt.
Thank you.
If you'd like more information, you can connect with Kolt Access and Lift. They're at 95 Catherine Street in Williamsville. Their number is 580-3422, and you can find them online at koltaccess.com. Up next, meet some Western New York music makers. Welcome back to What's the Buzz in Western New York. I'm Kim Piazza, and we're here with Matt Vitola and his band. Matt, introduce the guys.
To my right, Joe Fanara, bass guitar, and George Ninos, rhythm and background vocals.
And you've got a website?
Yes, MatthewFacciolla.com.
So we can find out everything we want to know about you and the guys there?
Yes, you can.
Tell us a little bit, Matt, about your history. I know that all three of you are hometown guys. You're locals who've done well.
Yeah, we love being back here in Western New York, and we grew up together. We've known each other for years and played locally for years before we moved. So.
But you're back and you're playing locally with at some big venues, Art Park and whatnot.
Yeah, and last year we did Jay Giles for Buffalo Rocks the River waterfront thing, and that was great. It was special.
In Western New York, we always love to see our hometown folks making it good, making it big. And you started your first band when you were 14 years old.
Yep, 14.
And you were playing colleges?
Everywhere. I mean, we played everything locally here, and even restaurants, bars.
At 14 years old?
Yes,
did they ID you at the door?
Not in Buffalo.
And some of the more interesting gigs that you've had, you played at the Olympics?
Yeah, in 1996, we played at the Olympics. We had won some contests with Budweiser for original band, and they sent us there.
It is really cool. Now, you guys, I'm sure that you do covers. All bands need to do cover music. But what about original music?
I never did cover music. And not because I don't love that kind of music. It just seemed, I started writing right when I started playing, and just thought that worked for me the best.
So you write, you play. Tell us about your training.
No training.
No training.
No training. George showed me my first chord. That's true, though.
First A minor seventh.
His first A minor seventh came from you, George?
That's it.
So you're the one.
I create it, Matthew.
You know, that's really excellent, Matthew. I was hoping that would come out, that rather than a formal or classically trained musician, that you're writing and playing from your heart.
Absolutely.
I think that's an inspiration to young budding musicians, that at 14 years old you started a band because of a love of music.
And that hasn't changed. I mean, I loved playing then as much as I do now.
And how do you guys love playing with Matt?
We have a great time. We travel around. We do some great shows. We keep them in line and take care of them.
You keep them in line? Do you keep them in line?
I'm the only one that does that.
Can Matt be kept in line?
It's difficult, believe me.
Okay, but you're here to do the job. So tell us a little bit about what inspires you when you write the music that you write.
Other people, a lot of time, other things I see, you know. Sometimes people you know, sometimes you don't. It can be anything.
Anything can bring it.
Sure, anything.
And share with us some of the interesting folks that you've played with and that you've opened for.
Oh, a lot. We've been real lucky, especially the last year. We were real fortunate to play with the late Dan Toller from the Allman Brothers. Dan unfortunately passed away from ALS, but he was great and did a lot for us, and we did a lot of shows with him that led to other venues and stuff. We played with One Republic this year at Sundance Film Festival. Jay Giles last year, and now we're going to be with Joan Jett here. So.
I understand that you've spent some time with some local hometown heroes.
Oh yeah, yeah. We were fortunate enough to record up at GCR Studios, up at Robbie Takehack's studio from the Guru Dolls, and those guys were great, and they mixed a lot of the record and stuff.
And so if our audience is interested in finding your CD and purchasing your CD, what should they do?
Go to our website, MatthewFacciolla.com, and click on music, and they can buy it on iTunes, CD Baby, Amazon, stuff like that.
Excellent. Thank you, guys. MatthewFacciolla.com. I'm Kim Piazza. Thanks for joining us on What's the Buzz in Western New York, here on WBBZ-TV, your hometown television station.